Warning, this episode of the Vitamin C podcast has more touchy subjects and offensive language. Your discretion is advised.
Space flavored Cokes.
Least favored con.
Cosmos inspired. Okay, what fucking flavor is it?
I'm okay, see, but
Yes, I know we did a cold open. I saw you.
What
at the
episode
corner of
is
my eye.
it? What episode is it? I don't know what episode it is.
Just no, I gotta figure out this fucking.
The Vitamin C Project.
It is kind of marshmallowy. They're right.
What episode are we on? Boys and Goyles?
It's like a marshmallowy, vanilla-y, fruity. I'm drinking the Starlight Coke right now. It's like a limited edition thing right now, as of Friday, February 25th. That's our timestamp.
So this is episode 40.
Mm,
7.
it's weird. I don't think I. Here, well, let's get a little.
48. This is 48.
Let's get some ASMR in to begin. Me closing my Coke. Cody opening his water, taking a nice glug. Hitting that bong. Ooh, that's a big rip. You gonna be alright after that one?
Yeah, my water bong.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Anyway, welcome back to an episode of Vitamin C Podcast. It is episode 48, you said?
I believe it's 48 because I fucked up again.
Yeah, where's our...
Your boy forgot to upload the episode, but it'll be out by the time you guys hear this. But your boy has been slacking because he's been forgetting on Thursdays because he's been getting home, watching a little bit of VGHS, and then conking out for the night. A little known series.
Video Game High School.
Yep.
Okay, well, before we get into today's big topic, let's, have
What's the
ourselves
big
some
topic
just...
again?
I don't know, Cody. Maybe the thing that I'd rather be at home doing right now?
Nah, that isn't it.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Before we get into that wonderful topic, I guess we'll just, have a little small talk, a little talk about the not as important things that are happening in life right now.
So, I'm getting married now. You said the not as important, so
Oh yeah, no, that's not important.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, so I have been watching Schlatt because I don't know where VGHS would even be, and I don't really care. So I've been watching Schlatt's watch through, and he had like an interview with Freddie Wong, who gave like insight about the show and different things. He had like I think Ted Nivison at some point, and Ant Venom, who paid the top dono on the Kickstarter for VGHS.
That's fantastic.
And it was basically, I think he said it was like $1,500 or $2,000. I don't remember. It was a shit ton of money to meet Freddie Wong and hang out with Freddie Wong, and he beat him in Guitar Hero. The Freddie Wong.
The Freddie Wong.
The Freddie Wong.
Who's Freddie Wong?
Rocket Jump. Rocket Jump. Are you shitting me? Rocket Jump, motherfucker. What?
Dude,
Did you know what YouTube was?
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
I was just watching the more mainstream stuff back in the day. That's just how it was, man. I watched the mainstream shit back in the day. It's just how it was.
okay, do you know Corridor Digital?
Sorta, yeah.
You sure you don't know Rocket Jump?
Not. I probably watched some of their shit back in the day. It's just
If you saw it, you'd probably recognize him.
probably. I mean,
Because he's like stupid iconic. Freddie.
like I recognize the name, but like I can't pinpoint.
Yeah,
it.
it's.
Oh, him.
Yep, there it is.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Rocket Jump.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been pretty chill watching that because it's like watching the director's commentary version of a movie,
All right,
but long form
let's.
because it's the entirety of the fucking
All right,
series.
here's an idea. Right, here's what we do. We throw up a Kickstarter, right, for something called VCHS.
Vitamin C High School.
Vitamin C High School.
Totally original idea.
Absolutely.
Totally not stealing.
We'll get our boy Eddie Bong to
Eddie Bong. We're just gonna. No. Oh my god. That's fucked up.
Oh god.
Good.
Have you been listening to any fun music lately?
Bro, okay, so like, you know how Spotify has Discover Weekly?
Yeah.
Right. So that's trash. So I never touch it.
I'll find a gem or two in there sometimes.
No, I used to. Here's the problem with Spotify, right? Actually, I think this is an overall problem with, excuse me, with a lot of my things. Is whenever I have a playlist on an app, it could be Pandora, it could be Spotify, it could be YouTube Music. It's filled with shit that gets outdated, and I have no longer taste in it. And instead of me having to try to manually go through thousands of songs that I don't like anymore, and then get a scratch maybe in a few years to listen to a shitty song.
My apologies. That was me.
I just leave it go. But my Discover Weekly or my weekly playlist or whatever the fuck you want to call it is like flooded with garbage of like genres I don't even fuck with anymore. Today was a mixture of sad, edgy punk pop, and a lot of light toned sad shit that wasn't sad boy, but sad shit like
What the fuck?
Like that's I don't know. Like
was that
like
a church choir?
like I don't know. He's like I'm sad 'cause you left me. And I'm sad. I wanna kill myself. I'm sad. Like that's yeah. That's literally the tone.
Gonna die because I'm sad.
Yeah,
I'm sad.
All right, Eeyore, calm down. Fucking.
It's a living.
I guess this is my life now.
Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die.
No, lately I've been listening to one of my favorite Spotify playlists is called Heavy Queens. Heavy Queens is like a mixture. It's like a big mishmash of a bunch of like female-led, like either metal or like rock bands.
Yes.
And I like listening to it because I like female-led bands. Like I really like the.
I like
what comes out
Paramore
of 'em.
style female bands. Like if they have a strong vocalist that really, or like Flyleaf, I think.
Oh, Flyleaf was good. Flyleaf
Like
was a
shit
classic.
like Paramore, Flyleaf, and bands like that.
So,
Yeah.
Flyleaf.
You like Evanescence, I know.
Oh, hell yeah. Amy Lee.
And then yeah, Amy Lee, and then there's a few others. There's a Japanese band that broke up before I even started listening to, but their one song just is like, I don't know, it just hits.
Japanese band? Female led?
Yeah. Actually, I think the entire band is female.
Was it Passcode?
No. Passcode?
Was it there's one called like Bandmaid or like Band-Aid? Bandmaid or something, I think.
Let me look. It is Stereo Pony.
Stereo Pony. That was way off. I'm listening to shit like Passcode and Baby Metal.
A Japanese band, right?
If it's not, you're gonna sound real
I'm
insensitive.
racist. Oh no, fuck.
Yeah, clip that.
Cancel.
Someone clip that.
Clip that.
Oh, I'm racist. Clip that one too.
Stereo. No, I'm pretty sure I read that because I looked them up.
Well, I've been listening to like the Heavy Queens playlist. Every now and then,
Yeah,
I'll
Japanese pop rock. That's what it was.
J-pop rock, J-rock pop,
J-pop rock.
J-pop rock.
Pop rocks.
But I've been listening to that, and I'll listen to I've been into like cyberpunky music again lately.
Yeah.
You know the fucking
Ooh.
like that shit.
Yeah.
I've been into that again.
I was listening to this Asmongold stream or whatever because he makes the videos out of his stream.
Hmm.
And he was going over I think it was Barney's the last episode of Barney's thing for any MMO like big MMO lovers, they'd know what that is. But the one part it was the I am the you know like the fucking Devil May Cry music for
Oh, I love Devil May Cry music.
what is the song?
Bury the Light.
Is that the
Virgil's theme.
I am the son of yes.
I am the storm that is approaching.
Yeah. That started playing, and I'm just like, fuck. Now I gotta listen to it.
Bury the Light.
Bro, that shit. I love the cyberpunk music. I love
Well, not just. I just
Night
mean like.
City.
I mean like the genre of cyberpunk, but like it's
Okay.
all kind of like in that zone.
See, I'm very
Some
I'm
dark
very,
synth.
I'm very
Dark synth is
specific.
usually-
You gotta hit a certain tone when it
I
comes
got
to
some
that
songs I
type
can
of
pull up
music.
for you then, but like there's some good cyberpunky shit.
Mhm.
And then I've also been listening to a band called Upon a Burning Body,
Oh,
which is a metal band.
mm.
I've had one of their songs before, but
White boy listens to metal band.
what?
What?
Yeah, I've been listening to them. They're fun. Can I help you?
No,
Do you really have to
I had-
adjust my
I
shit?
had to adjust your shit.
But yeah, lately for me it's been metal, cyberpunk stuff. I've been listening to the Chris Chan documentary again because Gino Samuel's
Too
bringing
much.
out new episodes.
I hate it.
I'm glad.
So cringy. How is this? Oh, he's
I'll
in
be in your
prison.
dreams. And
He's in prison.
she's in prison.
They're in prison.
Christine is in prison.
Ah, which prison?
I don't know, but I don't care. Dude, I'm going to West Virginia in March.
Oh.
I should stop in Ruckersville, Virginia,
Really nice, dude.
just to see it. Cuz like okay,
I
like
got a
all right.
lot of strong beliefs, though.
I've been but I've
Mask up
been
for real.
listening to the the documentary for a while, and I'm just kind of like fascinated by it all. Like it's just like it's a terrible scenario for that guy in
Yeah.
particular because he's just absolutely fucked over by people on the internet, and it doesn't help
mean,
that their mental state's a little not the
Well,
best.
that's the thing is like they should have had an aide. They should have had like somebody there to help take care of him.
Well, no, it was just him and his parents. His parents,
That's the
Robert and
problem.
Barbara.
Yeah, that's the fucking problem.
And
is
Robert and Barbara weren't exactly
they didn't understand
conscious
it.
about it.
They
I mean,
didn't really get
they
it.
knew that stuff was going on with Christian and the internet, but
Yeah.
like they didn't really
They didn't
do
understand
anything about it.
And then like they would just be like, "Well, why this person showing or why
People
is
are calling
this
the
happening?"
house, telling me you're in here going to kill yourself. What? No, I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not. What? No.
It's like that whole thing is like, I'm sorry, but this many fucking people on the internet who know about it, and y'all did like nothing to stop it. I mean, by the time we caught onto that shit, was way too late. Doesn't matter.
Oh sure.
But like, really, like none of y'all motherfuckers over the years
like
did anything.
no,
like
plus the people
human
who-
race on the internet should be fucking ashamed of itself.
the internet should be a thing. The
Like,
internet shouldn't be a thing.
You're a fucking joke. Like,
but
seriously.
the
Then again, we are the
absolute
internet.
torment that these people have put this person through over the course of years, like basically when the internet was a big deal the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a little ridiculous.
it is. It's ridiculous, and some of the shit that they make them do is just
Awful.
it's cruel. It's inhumane.
Oh, and
it's-
those people, the main
humiliating.
people from, what's her fucking face? And then the Liquid Chris.
Casey and Liquid Chris.
Yeah, Casey and
That's
Liquid
one of the
Chris.
best sagas, dude.
Those two. Dude, if there's a hell, they're rotten in it.
Oh,
dude.
absolutely.
I don't care what religion you got. If there's that.
But
some
like
sort
you
of
can't
hell,
you
you're in
can't
it.
really say that either.
Pile of
Like I
shit.
can't even me just saying like, oh, that's one of the best sagas. Even me saying that like
That's
it
bad.
makes me feel like
That's-
I'm a shit person. But no, it's
I
just
had
one of
to
the
stop-
most
when you
fascinating
were-
points.
When we started listening to it, right? I literally had to give you your earbud back because it was making me sick to my stomach.
That
Like
wasn't
my
even the worst of
gut
it.
was
That was
wrenching.
not the worst of
No,
it.
I know. You said this was like the
There
light
was shit earlier. There's shit later.
Just
Like
hearing
it
those
is.
people and what they were doing, it just made me fucking disgusted. Like those people should not be able to sleep at night.
But they
I hope
do.
they don't.
I almost want to look up and see like a where are they now? Like see if I can
Mm-hmm.
figure
They
out
wouldn't
like
know.
the world's worst trolls and internet
Fuck those
cyberbullies and
people, dude.
such.
They're trash.
It's just ridiculous how people can be so like malicious. Like it is like granted, yeah, there's the situation going on overseas that we won't get into, but
We're
we know
not
that it's a
gonna,
problem.
no, yeah,
It's fucked. But either way, like the fact that people like even just like young people on the internet can be just so malicious toward this
like
one
that's.
dude who's just trying every day, living day by day.
How do you let your fucking kid have all that power that early on and not, I don't know,
Well, they don't understand the
teach
extent of
them
it.
the wrong?
They
Like that's the ultimately.
well,
Assuming Casey was actually like, because she's probably like 15 or something.
she sounds like she's like
She was,
16.
yeah, she was young. You could tell. Her parents, like, I get it. Back then, the internet was kind of like coming about. It wasn't as big, but like, are
Well,
you
all
fucking
that
kidding
shit,
me?
that's like early 2000s shit.
Yeah, I'm like, but like, are you fucking kidding me? You just, I don't know, dude.
It's just it is an interesting story.
The fact
Like
that she does that shit,
sorry.
regardless, just mute it.
Or I just don't
The
have
fact,
it on the table
the
so it
fact
doesn't buzz
that
everything.
she does that shit, or that she thinks that shit's okay at all, is like, okay, like, who the fuck
Well,
did you raise?
it's just it's bad enough that
I mean, I know there are bad kids out
yeah,
there
but like it's
regardless.
bad enough that like yeah, Christian is a autistic individual. Like it's bad enough that they already have that sort of not I don't want to say disability. They have this thing going on with their brain.
It is a mental
It
disability.
is, but like you know,
It's not a demeaning thing. A mental disability is a
regardless,
scientific thing.
Christian has a mental disability that you know what's the word I'm looking
It
for?
impairs their
Yeah, it impairs their
their
like their
decision
judgment,
making
their decision
and
making,
how they act.
their learning experiences. Like it affects a lot
Yeah.
of that, and the fact that all of these people decided to go ahead and just tear into this dude because he's a little odd. You know, he's a little
Yeah,
odd.
it's one thing if Christian was like just a fucking weirdo. Nothing wrong, like
Don't get me
nothing,
wrong.
like nothing mentally disabled, not like schizophrenic, had no like priors or health background where anything was wrong. They're just actually that fucked
Well,
up.
no, it's. And I'm not excusing all of Christian's actions. Some
No,
of Christian's actions
horrible,
are
deplorable.
not yeah, they're not great. They're not great
No,
at all. And you can't use your mental disability as a crutch to really
no,
fall back on for that.
no.
But it's just he didn't deserve that amount of horse shit. Like he didn't deserve
Yeah,
really any amount of horse shit other than like, hey, it's probably not cool. Try and, be better. That kind of thing,
yeah.
an aid to assist. All he had was his mom, his dad, and like his church. His like
I
counselor.
think I heard that like the main reason stuff like that happens, well, at least there, was because the kind of like the government there takes things differently, with the whole mental disabilities and everything, and they don't really handle it properly, or they didn't back then,
Well,
or
people just
something.
in general just
I don't
don't
know.
handle mental health at
Yeah,
all.
clearly mental health is a big
Mental
fucking
health
issue,
in general is not really a
and people don't
big
fucking
thing
get
even
that.
today. Even today, like it's better, but it's not
It's not.
great. Like
No, it's
it's
still fucked.
people don't give a shit about mental health.
No.
But
Um.
yeah, it's just a really interesting story. If you want, check it out. It's Chris Chan, the Comprehensive History. It's by Geno Samuel 2.1 on YouTube. You can find it also on Spotify and probably other stuff like that. I know I'm plugging shit that's not ours, but it's really an interesting story.
And
Warning, it deals with some shit, so
re-
just be warned.
realistically, Geno Samuel can't do anything. Like, nobody can do anything at this point. Like, it is what it is.
Oh yeah, no, whatever's happened.
Like,
Like
if
this
they
is
get medical help from, like, that's the best they're going to get. But that's, like, it's not really going to do
the
crazy work.
the problem is like ever since Chris Chan was thrown into prison, basically the entire saga is like over because you're not even like everyone who follows Chris, the Christorians,
Yeah.
everyone who follows him are now
Yeah.
devoid of any sort of information other than maybe like tracking his mom,
Yeah.
because like Barbara's the only like member of his family directly that he's like that they're like connected to, and it's just
What happened to the father?
he died.
Oh, he died.
Robert died of I think heart complications.
Oh.
He was old though.
Yeah,
He had
He
Christian.
sounded old.
He had Christian when he was like 50 some,
Oh.
or like a little over 50 or something like that.
Yeah.
He was an old man. Talk like this. I was, doing this thing, and he has that drawl.
He has the southern drawl.
But like, I'm really hoping that they do something for Barbara because she's in a state where she's not well. She's older,
So,
definitely up there.
speaking of horrible shit, hold on.
Okay, I guess we'll stop it there because Cody's gonna go off on another rail. We'll set Chris Chan aside. We'll let that story rest. But yeah, check out the documentary when you can.
Speaking of awful shit, I found out, unfortunately, that back when I was younger, the people I chose to hang around were shitty people, very toxic. Like,
Like the people who threw rocks at you.
damn, damn. Did we talk about that last cast?
No, that was when we were at work, dude. I guess you can tell
Wait,
the
was
story
that
if
at
you really
work?
want. Yeah, we were labeling boxes.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll get into that after I cancel.
Go away, get out of here.
Let me cancel myself first.
Okay.
All right. So this is the pre-canceling. I'm apologizing immediately. I can't do video. I can't do video for this, but so back when I was like
Prologue, the pre-canceling.
yeah, right.
Or is it epilogue?
So back when I was like 15, 16, I hung around some pretty toxic assholes and wasn't really aware of it. So a lot of the times dialogue that I pick up that I don't know, I will add to my vocabulary because
Are you apologizing for using this word in the podcast one of the last times?
I don't know if I've ever used it online.
Okay.
But I've used it like with friends because I thought it meant something else. I was lied to actually.
This is a YouTube apology right here.
Yeah, this is the real OG.
I didn't hear a sigh.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, you may begin.
Okay. It's fucked up, but okay, so you know the word troglodyte, right? It means like caveman,
Well,
Neanderthal.
troglodyte, I think, just means like a.
It means caveman. I looked it up too.
Troglodyte is something. It's like a. I don't know about Neanderthal.
Especially in prehistoric times, a person who lived in a cave.
So it's basically yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
it
a
was
caveman.
Essentially.
So I use that because that's part of the vocabulary that we used as teenagers to talk shit on each other. Well, one of my quote unquote friends back then told me about another word that I had no idea about that sounded similar, sounded like it could be from like troglodyte could be from like D&D, a game or
the
a
troglodyte.
movie. Yeah, like
that's a champion in Raid Shadow
could-
Legends. Sign up
But
for
you
Raid
see what
Shadow Legends now. And
No, we're not sponsored. But you see what I mean, right? Like it sounds like Well,
It's in a
apparently
similar vein,
there's
I guess.
another word
It sounds like
that
it
my
anyway.
pea brain didn't put together until now. Because I said the word, and my mom's like, "Don't fucking say that." She's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Why? Doesn't it mean like caveman or some shit or like dumbass?" And she's like, "No." She's like, "My whole generation had to stop saying that fucking word because
Oh.
I'm like, what? Wait, are you thinking of the same word?" And then she's like, "Go ahead, look it up." I'm like, "Oh."
The word he's referring to is mongoloid.
It's basically the N word times two.
It's not.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. It has two implications. First of all, it is a racial slur towards Mongolians, and second,
Which
it is
it's
a slur towards people with Down syndrome. And I had no fucking idea.
specifically Down syndrome.
That's what it said.
Really?
That's what it said
See,
on
I didn't know that.
on Google.
Okay, but that's a weird mix. That's a weird
Why
mix
is that a
of-
thing?
That's a
Why
weird
is
mix
that word a thing?
of like meanings, because like it's one thing to have like the slur toward a specific sect of people, Mongolians, but it's another to have one for Down syndrome.
Hi, welcome to Vitamin Z
people?
Podcast, where we discuss the real topics.
Slurs.
Racism and slurs.
No, but like
no,
this
but,
is understandable.
Like, I had no idea because these people that I hung out with used it when we played games.
Right.
They used it regularly.
No,
They
this is
lied about the
understandable.
definition. I should have looked it up. But being a fucking stupid ass teenager, I trusted my friends. Mistakes, as you make when you're young.
I can understand where you're coming from here. I do get that, like, that word, like yeah,
it
it
sounds like it's made up.
It does
Like-
sound made up.
Like
it sounds
troglodyte,
stupid.
it sounds like it's something from a game.
Well, at least troglodyte sounds like kind of
Troglodyte-
scientific. Like this is a troglodyte.
Well, I think like Lloyd, like I'm like, okay, that's like alien.
Well,
Like,
the Lloyd part kind of. It's like humanoid or like something oid.
Asteroid or like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it has that kind of like a sci-fi sound to it if you're coming from a completely ignorant
It is
perspective.
understandable. I didn't know that's what that meant. I don't really
Nobody
use that
ever
word.
corrected me or said anything. Nobody batted an eye at me. Nobody looked at me like I was saying a slur. Nobody said anything ever when I said that. So I had zero implications, zero notice that it was a bad thing. I guarantee you, a lot of you listening to this probably didn't know it either. But apparently it's a bad fucking
Yeah,
thing.
now you know. Stop
the
saying
more
that
you
word.
know. Don't fucking say it.
Cease with the M word.
Oh, I thought you said. I can't hear out of my left ear that well because he's just fucking with my speech. Fucking will shoot.
Motherfucker, speech jam.
But
But I guess that's your educational thing for the day.
yeah, don't say
Don't
it.
use it towards anybody. Especially not people with Down syndrome or Mongolians. So,
or ever.
just in general, just don't use it.
Probably a safe bet.
Now you know.
Now I gotta put that in. Fuck you.
Anyway, hopping on the train away from this wonderful topic. The big topic for today is going to be us. We got our greasy little
Greasy
chimp
little
greasy
Muppet
little
hands.
chimp hands
Our
on
greasy little Muppet paws.
our greasy little Muppet paws on Elden Ring.
Ew.
And Elden Ring is phenomenal.
I am loving it. And anybody who is quitting the game like a bitch can fuck off. Like, honestly, I don't play
We're gonna try and
Souls games.
We're gonna try and avoid spoilers for this one. We haven't gotten that far into the game,
No,
so a lot
no.
of the shit that we would spoil is mainly like
It's not anything we really...
is mainly like game start
You're gonna
shit.
find it in the first, like, hour of playing anyway.
But it is absolutely like the From Software magnum opus right now.
It really
It is the accumulation
Um,
of everything that they've made thus far, and everything just comes together like a nice
apparently,
cocktail, a nice dish.
apparently, people are complaining right now about. I don't know why people are leaving the game. I think this game now. I'm trash at video games
Uh huh.
in general, but I'm really trash at Souls games. In fact, I didn't give a shit
Well, if you're
about
trash at
Souls
normal
games.
games, you're probably gonna be trash at a
But
Souls
but
game.
I didn't give a shit about the Souls series at all. I played it here and there a little bit on your consoles growing up,
That's because I own them.
and that was about it. I never got out. I never wanted to buy it. I never wanted to play it myself. I did buy 3, I think, and I think
Three's good. I like
three or 1. I can't remember.
Three's good.
And whatever one has Vort in it.
That's 3.
Okay, so
Three's
I bought
good.
3 because I'm like, well, we played it so often, and I have good, chill moments in there. We just shot the shit and played it.
Well, those are good
And
shoot the shit
I,
games.
I rage quit and threw my controller, and then I haven't
Okay,
reinstalled
but the
it
funny
since.
the funny thing about that is you rage quit on Vort.
Let me tell you why.
You rage quit on Vort, the second boss of the game.
Is he the second?
Yeah,
Who's the first?
because you play through.
Well,
you fight Eudex Gundyr at first
Yeah.
when you go to Firelink Shrine. You fight Eudex
Yeah.
Gundyr in his arena. You
No.
beat him.
Who's that?
That's good. I'm glad.
Who is
Eudex
Oh,
Gundyr?
Yeah, who's
He's that big stone man that you pull the sword out of, and he stands up. He's got a halberd.
I beat him.
and he's swinging. You did manage to beat Gundyr.
Wow.
That's good.
That's crazy.
That's good to know.
See,
but
I have
Vort-
zero, but I really have zero confidence in myself when it comes to Souls likes because I am bad at the whole boss battles. Like, not being able to tank damage in a video game, I suck.
Dark Souls is all about learning the attacks. It's you got to learn timing and attacks, and once you get that down, you're
See,
pretty much golden.
but here's the thing, right? This game has brought. This game took the Souls series and pushed it up an entire level. It is now playable to people like me who suck ass. And not like at games per se, but suck ass specifically with the Souls genre.
Mhm.
Because they have made it so that it's got a really good way of allowing people who have struggles with bosses to actually win
Well, see, here's the thing with that. Also,
in the free roam.
you say that stuff like it's new. You say the whole like having people come in and help you with a boss.
no,
is
it's not
in
new.
a Souls game.
It's not new. It's not new.
because it's not.
But
you
it's
could make Souls games
cleaner.
easier
It's so
by
cleaner
summoning
now.
people.
Okay, but it's cleaner now. I remember it on Dark Souls, and it wasn't as clean.
Well,
Also,
From Software is a little
a
sketchy
lot
on
of
their
people-
online sometimes.
Well,
anyway.
that's what I'm saying. Is like a lot of people apparently are bitching about lag and stuff.
It's gonna be like it just came
And
out.
I'm like,
it
I'm
just
like,
came
it
out.
just came out. A B. It fucking. It's a big ass world.
It's a big ass
What
world.
do you expect?
And literally like thousands and probably millions, I don't even know, hundreds of thousands, who knows, of players are playing it at the exact same time
Even
because
if you're
it just
well,
came
the
out.
problem is people are getting lag offline.
Still, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. I haven't really experienced lag, and when I
Pardon
do
me.
experience lag, I assumed it was because I was streaming.
Well, I was streaming to Discord last night, but I did get my stream stuff set up so I can stream
Yes.
it normally tonight,
Yes.
hopefully.
I'm mad you didn't just call me because you
Well-
had one button to press.
I had fun. I have fun streaming it on Discord with the guys. Like just sitting around and having fun. I know it's not gonna rack up them views, but it's not. I like having little private streams with folk.
Oh,
Because they're my folk. I know these folk. But then you get Buttfucker98 showing up on your stream and they're like,
you think
sup,
that's bad?
asshole?
You think that's
It's like,
bad? I'd
ugh.
rather have a real asshole than the bots. I get bots in my chat.
Here's how you get
They
famous on
They
Twitch.
say V like vo.red, and the red is different case. And it's really fucking weird. And I don't know what it means.
Fucking Twitch bots.
No, not Twitch bots. I stream
Oh,
on
you do
YouTube.
YouTube, right?
YouTube fucking bots.
YouTube bots.
I don't
I
get
deal
it.
with Twitch bots.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what do you gain from being? I don't. What are those? I don't get it.
I don't know.
What do the bots gain?
I don't know. I don't. But
Who makes
I'm
bots for
gonna
this?
adjust a little bit. I'm gonna adjust Elden Ring a little bit because it did crash on me last night.
Uh,
But it
it's
only
because he
crashed.
plays in full screen.
Well, I'm gonna switch it, but it only crashed like that Red Dead session we had. It only crashed after hours of playing. So
Yeah.
like I'm glad that it didn't just crash immediately.
Well, depending on how far back it sent you.
It shouldn't. It's probably an autosave. It's an autosave game like all the other Souls games.
Okay.
So I'm probably just like right outside that one camp that I stopped at because I got. Oh God! If it spawns me in that camp,
You're fucked.
no, I think I'm okay. I think we killed everybody before I
Hmm.
crashed. But
I
everything.
don't know how to leave the round table building.
Well, you'll figure it out. But what I
I
what
am
I wanted to
stuck.
what I wanted to say is I don't know if you've experienced this yet, Cody, but Mason experienced one of these last night, and he had no idea that this was a thing in game. There are time of day sensitive events. How the time of day and shit changes.
God damn it! That's why there's a sit and wait option.
Yes, Mason met one of these lovely events
Oh.
because he spawned at a certain place at night, and something came after him.
Something.
Yeah, so like basically Elden Ring has like like day night cycle. It's got weather. It's got like rain, maybe even snow in some parts.
Ooh.
But it has like a time of day thing, and you can only do certain things at certain times of the day.
Yeah.
So you can go through the map during the day and do one thing, and then you go through the map during the night, and you're doing completely different shit
Okay.
because different shit is happening at different times.
Okay. Okay.
I've also noticed that every time you die and respawn, it's a different time of day or a different weather cycle.
Yeah, it takes. Like it started raining when I respawned the one time.
Yeah, because I went and fought the tree sentinel right outside the starting gate,
Yeah.
and he was beating my ass. I wasn't ready for it. But every time I would die and respawn, it was like daytime, then it was nighttime, then it was raining, then
Yep.
it was like dusk, and I'm like, oh shit, that's interesting.
I like. I'm really enjoying the game right now. I chose the samurai.
I chose warrior.
And my character. I used one of my OC names from like because I write down if I think of like a cool name or if I see a cool name out in the world while I'm like at work or traveling or doing stuff, I'll write it down in my phone and I'll be like I can use this for like a character
Yes.
or whatever. And so I used Ebendel. 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 And he has white like the kind of like the white hair covers the one eye, yellow eyes, and then he has kind of like a black scruff, like 5 o'clock
weird.
shadow. No, it looks cool.
It's
though.
weird having a black
He
beard
looks
and white hair.
he looks like
that
see,
way
I
you know it's died.
I like it. No, but it could be like from like like I like to think of like characters that I do that because I do that for like a lot of my characters. The white
died.
hair, yellow eyes.
Bleached.
is what-
That's how you can tell.
But he, I like to think that they had like a traumatic experience when they were younger, and the hair
And they just
grew
went
like that.
and then
Yeah, yeah.
they did
Some
the cartoon
Scooby
thing.
Doo Shaggy
The
shit.
cartoon thing where their like spirit comes out of them, like, and then they have to like pull it back in.
But I really like that that aesthetic of having like a completely different color hair to your facial hair,
See, I
like what
can't
your
do that.
because like the facial hair and the eyebrows are like okay, that's what he's supposed to look like, and it's like what happened?
Wait, why he hair? Why he
Why
hair white?
Why he hair white?
Why he hair white?
Why hair white? Whoa.
But I guess I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a fan of the Devil May Cry series and seeing dudes with white hair who also
Yeah.
have white beard.
Maybe
Is like okay.
maybe the you know what? When did I start fucking around with the white hair thing? That was like way back just after that was sometime after we did the whole after we disconnected from your world.
I don't know. Maybe.
And I didn't say the name cuz it's
Because it's just private stuff.
it's a project.
Just throw in like a duck quack or something.
But
Oomph!
oof. I'm leaving all this in. I'm just
Uh,
gonna put like one of them there. Yeah, but I started using it quite a while back, but I've just been hooked on having like if I can get away with it, if it looks good, white hair, yellow eyes, because I really like that aesthetic.
I use my character that I use in like D&Ds or like RP campaigns. So like I dark elf to the shit out of my guy. He looks really nice. It's a shame you can't actually get like different ears for your
Yeah.
character because that would be perfect. But it's just
I'm
one standard.
really excited to see like the different armors I can get because I
Oh
really
no,
like
we are too.
I really like
We
the
are too.
samurai armor.
I am too.
Is it possible to just upgrade the samurai armor straight up?
I don't think upgrading armor has been a thing in the Souls game since like maybe 2 or maybe I don't even know if it's been in 2. It might have just been in 1.
Does armor matter in the Souls game?
If they do, but you don't upgrade armor. You upgrade weapons and shields and shit. You can upgrade shields for like damage if you use them as weapons, but you don't really need to. So really, you're just upgrading weapons like swords, bows, axes, that kind of shit. Because I don't remember having to upgrade armor like in a Souls game, if at all.
Players will use smithing stone to upgrade the more standard equipment. In contrast, the sober smithing stone will be used to upgrade special equipment. As you progress through Elden Ring, you will find
alright.
stronger versions of these items.
We're not having a readout on the cast.
I'll do what I want.
But no, it means standard equipment. It means
No,
like
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You will find stronger versions of these items that will allow you to upgrade your items and armor further.
okay, well then you can upgrade your armor.
See, reading out wasn't.
Okay, sure. You can upgrade your armor in Elden Ring. We know that now. But you're not gonna you're gonna do this thing where you'll upgrade your samurai armor and then immediately find a set of armor that's way cooler than the samurai armor.
know!
And then put that on.
No, you know what I'm gonna do?
That's why I haven't been upgrading
what
my
I'm gonna
scimitars
do?
yet, because I know I'm gonna find swords I like better.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna loot goblin everything.
Might as well.
I think I'm probably going to loot goblin and have different sets that I can put on, and I'm always gonna wear just the one set. But I'm always gonna have the option of my other sets because that's literally how I play games.
Okay, but
as
you
a
also
loot
have to be
goblin.
careful. Remember equipment load. If your equipment load
Oh,
is too
no, I'll
heavy, you're
put it in
gonna
the
start
chest.
fat rolling.
I just
Well,
put
you
it
can
in-
do that, yeah, but like only take a certain amount with you,
Yeah,
or like only hold
I'm
or
only
equip
gonna
a certain amount.
I'm only gonna equip what I want to take out. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
or vice versa. I'm only gonna take out what I want to equip.
Right now, what I want to do, like fighting style wise,
Yeah.
with the warrior, I have the dual scimitars. They give you dual scimitars and a shield for like parrying and blocking. But I haven't been using the shield. I've mainly just been using the paired scimitars.
Ugh.
So what I want is, ideally, I want my paired scimitars. I want a bow, and then I want to be able to also use a greatsword in case things get hairy.
Well, I can show you where that crossbow is then.
I have a greatsword that I'd want to use.
Yeah.
But the only bitch is, with me being a warrior, I don't think my equipment load is very high.
See, I started
so-
off with a bow and then a little. What is that called? That
A
little
buckler shield?
Yeah, a little buckler, and then I have a katana, and I really like the katana. And the amount of stamina you get when you choose the samurai,
You are
you
lucky.
just go.
You are a very lucky man.
Why?
From what I saw, I can't confirm this, but from what I've seen, I even looked at like the stats of the weapons and everything.
Yeah.
Weapon durability is not a thing.
Good.
Like, it doesn't seem like your weapons degrade. It doesn't seem like they
Would
get
really.
worse.
I'm gonna be real. If
But
things
why-
degraded and broke in the game, I would actually. Be
Why you are
disgusted.
lucky? Katanas in previous Dark Souls games were brittle as shit.
Really?
If you had a katana in like,
Yeah.
I'd say pretty much every Dark Souls game, if you had a
Yeah.
katana and you used like it,
It broke real quick.
yeah, no, like it,
Well,
like you, it
To
can
be
break,
fair,
but
those
like,
bosses.
well, yeah, you'll hit it like it's a good weapon. I'm not saying that the katana is a bad weapon, but it's the fact that they're so
It's not meant for the heavy
they're
shit.
fragile, they're brittle. They're brittle blades. Like, have you ever seen a katana compared to like a normal
Well,
sword?
if you watch how they're actually made, there's like I'm not gonna say they're design flaws, but they could always be like there are things that definitely could improve
well, it's
upon.
also the fact that the katana is a single-edged blade that's
Yeah,
meant for chopping and like
yeah,
all
and
that jazz.
slicing
If you do
rather
any of
than
this shit,
yeah.
you're basically fucked.
You
But
can't
no,
cleaver
it's
that bitch.
you're lucky because it doesn't seem like weapon durability is a thing, so you can just hack all the
I
fuck you
I
want
really hope
with a
so because
katana.
I love using the katana. It's quick enough to where I get decent damage and I can pull in a shit ton more swings than I even thought. It's fast. Like it's I didn't realize how quick it was.
No, it's
It's like
good.
dan dan
The
dan dan.
katanas were always
I
good.
love two-handing it though.
Oh yeah,
I love that shit. But I really need. After the cast, I'm gonna boot it up. So I'm gonna show you where the crossbow is, and I want you to show me where that heater shield is.
yeah. I'll
Because
show
I
you where the
really want a
heater
better
shield is.
shield than that
But
stupid buckler.
I would have loved to have used a katana more in like old Souls games, but I was just so worried about breaking the damn
Yeah,
thing.
you might as well just have two weapons on you.
Yeah, that like you have a weapon on, and
Yeah,
then you pull out the katana, do some quick shit, but then it's like weapon at risk. So you're
yeah.
like, all right, you throw it back in, you take out your big sword, and you just start
They
beating the
kind
shit
of
out of
that's
shit.
kind of like an incentive not to use it though. That's shitty.
Yeah, but there's a reason that there was like enough of a trade off because since it
Yeah.
was so brittle, it did some pretty good. If it didn't do good damage, it might have had like a status effect like bleed or something that was really good.
So they were yeah okay yeah
And they're like a dex weapon, so the more dex you have, the better they
okay. So I
scale.
have a habit. And I told you this earlier today. I have a habit of um running through and not attacking anybody, but just juking the
See,
shit
but
out
that's
of
what
everybody.
you don't want to do
Pull.
that.
I know, but I love pulling like the football moment in like when the main character goes for the
Pardon me.
final run and he has to do crazy shit and
hmm
jukes everybody.
So basically, the Sid scene from SH1.
Yes, yes,
The
the melon, the last melon.
melon. You had to do the lick.
Yeah.
Melon.
But I love doing that shit. I did that shit in Demon Souls, and that was so funny. Oh my god, I love doing that.
But you don't want to do that because the more enemies you beat, the more runes you get, the
I
more
know.
levels you'll get, stronger
I'm
you'll
gonna
be.
be real. That giant, I did try taking it on. I got a quarter of its health. So far, every boss or mini
He's not
boss
too
that I've
bad.
taken on, every boss or mini boss that I've taken on, I've gotten at least a quarter of their health gone, like a good chunk. But what ends up happening is they go on to the next phase, and I'm not ready for it.
Well,
And
as
they
much
eat
as
my
I want to
ass.
just say like, oh, that enemy's not too bad, like, or oh, that enemy's not too bad.
I don't play Souls
I've
games.
played FromSoft games
Yeah.
before, so like
I
I
don't-
kind of get
I
the
don't play that
gist.
shit.
I'm like, oh, this attack, oh, this is fine. You just go this way, that way, and then you're just like,
Yeah.
huh?
Also, I feel like we left our audience with a little bit of a cliffhanger. The whole kids throwing stones at me thing.
Oh yeah, we'll let Cody finish off the cast with that story.
Yeah.
So Elden Ring, great game. Highly recommend it. Even if you're not a Souls fan, just give it a shot.
Yeah, even if you don't like, it's not your type of game. Try it. It
Just give it a
definitely
shot.
is different. I enjoy it. I'm.
You don't
loving
have to
it.
buy it. Maybe one of your friends has it. Have them let you
Sure,
try it
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just
see
try it
how it
out
goes.
first. Fuck around with it, and the greatest part is like even if you get pissed off at a boss, you don't have
Yeah.
to rage quit the game. You can literally just leave the boss area
Yeah, just go do something
and
else.
go fuck around. It's a free open world. You can backtrack.
Get
all you
yourself
want.
get yourself a drink, maybe some snacks, sit down, play some Elden Ring.
That's the coolest part about this game is like it solves such a huge problem I had with the Dark Souls
This
series.
is gonna be such a time consumer. Like this is
Oh yeah, we might. Yeah, I don't fucking know, dude. Oh, I'm streaming right after this.
I
Like
might
after
I'll
I
probably
take you
stream
home.
too, yeah.
After I take you home, I'm streaming this tonight. So yeah, this is fucking great.
Yeah. Anyway, let's hear the delightful tale of Cody and the
So
Cody and the babysitter's friends, or what was it like a?
so it was my stepmom's youngest sister,
Okay.
and she was like 2 or 3 years older than us, and she's like, hey, you're still up. I was out in the kitchen, I think, and she's like, I think she said something about like, oh, I want to go to this thing, but I have to watch you. do you mind coming with? Like, do you want to come with?
Sure,
I'm
I
like,
love drugs.
I'm like, fuck it. Like, I don't care. We're walking in the middle of the night. I know the neighborhood. I don't care.
I love drugs.
And so it probably wasn't even nearly as late. Like, I think my little kid mind was just completely exaggerating how late it was.
Uh-huh.
I think it was the sun set, but it was like within like 10 to like 9 to 10.
Okay.
And so we were walking or whatever, and we got there, and they're having like this big fire barrel pit thing.
Oh, those are
whatever
the best.
But there was like 20 fucking kids there who were older than me.
Oh, it's the best.
And like I think they had an issue that she brought me. Like they just started talking shit.
Oh, she's that person. She brought her fucking little kid
who
relative
brought this
with
little
her.
shit?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like that type
Lame.
of stuff. So her edgy loser fucking people, like she didn't really know them. I think she knew a kid who invited her to it, and it ended up just like being like where they were talking shit. So I started talking mad shit. And then they got pissed off at me to the point where they couldn't insult me. They started hucking stones at me. And so I ran behind a tree and they started throwing stones. So I picked up like a shit ton of rocks and just chucked it at them. And so we had literally a rock war by accident. And I got hit pretty bad.
You were never the same since.
But I ended up, we went home and she got fucking caught as soon as we walked in the door. Like, it was over. I don't remember if it was her mom or her sister, but yeah, that was it. And they looked at me. They're like, why does he have bruises on him? Like shit like
Why
that.
is he beat the fuck up?
Yeah, like what? Like, it's like fuck. And like I could be remembering this shit wrong, but the rock throwing part was pretty accurate.
Oh no, that's accurate.
That shit sucked, dude. I was like,
I was there. I threw rocks.
Well, right. Fuck
out of here.
No, but
I've been
one
the
of the
same
rocks.
age.
Well, one of the rocks fucking like hit me real bad. So like I started crying just because of the physical pain reaction. I was like, fuck. I'm like, So yeah, she ended up getting in deep shit.
Yeah. Speaking of bruises, I dropped a piece of wood on my foot last night, bringing wood into the house, and it dropped like on the corner, like right on top of my foot. I was wearing my shoes, but like it hurts.
Okay, I was gonna say if you're barefoot for that.
No, I was wearing my shoe, but like it fell like on one of like the rounded corners and like
yeah,
and it was like a pretty hefty piece of wood too. So I was like,
oh, fuck,
oh,
that shit. I hate it when I stub my toes. Dude, I do that shit on the stairs.
Who even needs toes?
Fuck.
Why
balance?
Why do we need toes?
Balance.
I guess. I could balance without toes. I think.
Meh.
I can manage.
Maybe.
But
yeah, no, it was just it was not the only experience. I won't get into any more, but
you don't want to go into
the
misty lake.
The misty lake. Well, it's less misty, more like the fucking rainstorm lake.
Imagine if you will. A rainstorm lake.
The Ben Shapiro voice.
Hypothetically, if there was a rainy lake, and you canoed across it, but you lost who you were following, and got to the other side and cried because you couldn't find them. Hypothetically,
yeah,
that'd make you.
I was even younger. I was even fucking younger. Like at least that one, I was like 13 or something, right? The one before, I was like fucking 10.
Okay, but that's like some horror shit. Like you.
Yeah, that was horrifying because I tied my
disappear.
shoe. I said, "Hold on, I gotta tie my shoe." Loud as fuck. Tie it 3 seconds. Right, done. Look back up. Bitch is gone.
What? That's like some end of Friday the 13th shit. Like you're in your canoe and you're looking for him, and then fucking Jason Voorhees comes out of Crystal Lake and grabs you and pulls you down into the water. That's like, that's not.
I hope
cool,
my
dude.
brother doesn't listen to this one.
It's not cool. Hey, Cody's brother, what the fuck, man?
No, I hope he doesn't listen to this one because he knows who I'm talking about. Probably. Yeah, he knows who I'm fucking talking about. It's his aunt.
Yo, Cody's aunt. What the fuck, man?
She ain't listen to this. She ain't listen to this shit. She better not be listening to this shit. We gotta fight.
All right. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us for another delightful episode of the Vitamin C podcast.
Hopefully this one will come out on a Friday and not a Monday.
We'll just
the one
do a
before
triple
this,
feature. Do a triple feature.
Yeah,
We'll upload
triple
like 3
threat.
of them.
Triple threat.
Yeah.
So we got to record one more.
Yeah, record like one more. Yeah.
No. So yeah, the last one came out on a Monday. Sorry. I had jury duty that day, so even better.
Yeah, I was the case. He was there for my case.
Guilty, 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 guilty.
Yeah. So, spoiler alert: if I'm not on the cast for the next few episodes,
Do you want to get into what the case was about?
no,
Wasn't it the murder charges?
no,
No.
no, it was the other thing.
Well, was that?
Whoa. Okay. Bye, everybody.